So if you had to now reflect back and think of three things that your experience in Russia has helped kind of shape your perspective, what would you say those were?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, I think first and foremost, people's home and their idea of home is very dear to them. And even though we've all, as Americans, had to learn this, through the news, I remember having a discussion with the woman, the host mother, what we called her, Khazyaika, which in Russian means kind of host mom. Uh, she basically said, Crimea is a great place. You should go visit. And I said, I can't because it's in Ukraine and I don't have a visa to go to Ukraine. She said, Catherine the Great took over Crimea. It's Russia's and you can go there whenever you want. And I said, I really can't. I'm not going to a different country for like a
Right.
weekend trip. And she got really emotional and, her kind of got tears in her eyes and said, they broke up our country. We never got to vote on it. Russians still live there, and now it's kind of been torn away from us. And
Wow.
years later, when
Yeah.
Putin invaded Crimea, and Americans naturally said, "What the heck? I've never heard of this place."
Right.
I'd say kind of understanding how important that concept is. We all have our kind of patriotic,
Hmm.
Homer tendencies, and those were really strong in Russia. I'd also say it made me appreciate as an American rule of law. You build your business, it's yours.
Hmm.
In Russia, I would always say, like, why aren't there better restaurants around here? And they say, well, you make a good restaurant, a guy rolls up in an S600 and says, I'll take it,
I'll take it.
and
Right.
that's a very different notion of property
Yeah.
rights and rule of law than what we have. And,
Yeah.
I think, look, like they've got the same president there right now as was there when I was in college visiting, and
Hmm.
certainly made me more grateful for our democratic processes that we kind of, it's a drag to vote, or
Yeah.
it's annoying to learn the issues, but I was there when they were just starting to kind of lose their ability to vote on a lot of the things that affect their lives. So those were probably the three biggest
Okay.
takeaways for me.